WRSR, Owasso, Flint. The following program has been pre-recorded and is paid for by Discover Flint Township. The views expressed are those of Discover Flint Township and do not necessarily reflect the views of 103.9 The Fox or Krill Communications, Inc. Welcome to Discover Flint Township, a program showcasing our local community. Flint Township is ready for your next move. And now, your host, Flint Township Economic Enhancement Director, Tracy Tucker.
I'm Tracy Tucker, and this is Discover Flint Township, brought to you by Flint Township Economic Development Authorities, HAP, Financial Plus Credit Union, Shea Automotive Group, Guaranteed Rate, and 103.9 The Fox. I have a special guest here today. Some of you might know her by name or by face, because she's the face of Shea Chevrolet. I have Mackenzie Miller here today. How are you, Mackenzie?
I am great. How are you?
I'm good. It's coming. The holidays are coming.
It's almost
the elf
Christmas.
Hunt is going.
It is going. I know it just started.
I know, and we've got, Santa sightings coming up this week,
Yes.
but we'll get into that more a little bit later.
Yes.
What's going on at Shea?
So we actually have a sale going on right now.
all right.
I know, until the 9th of December.
Okay.
It's at the Shea Mega Lot, and so we're giving away a ton of prizes. There's a lot of really cool gifts over there, and you can get a couple of discounts off a few of your pre-owned vehicles.
Ooh.
I know.
So this is at, what do you guys call that section that has the used cars? The
Mega Lot.
The Mega Lot.
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure before I yelled it out.
I know.
So at the Mega Lot, where you have the pre-owned cars, and you've got a wide selection there right now.
Yes, we have over 800 pre-owned vehicles over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize you had that many.
It's huge, and our lot is big too, so it fills it up, and it can kind of look small sometimes.
Yeah,
but
it
when you
doesn't
actually
look like you have that many.
no, we have over 800. I know, it's insane, but we have any kind of vehicle that you could look for. We have something that's $2,000, and we have something all the way up to $100,000. So we have tons of options. We have your classic cars. You have your GM, your Ford. You have Chrysler brands, but then you also have the BMW, Mercedes, Range Rover. So we have a huge selection of vehicles.
Huge selection, yeah.
Something
I've
for
done there
everybody.
A couple times. I'm
Yes.
Like, oh my gosh. And then you have new vehicles as well, right?
We do. It's really exciting. Over at Buick GMC, we have over 80 in inventory.
Nice.
And then at Chevy, we have around 60 or so. We do sell more Chevys than we do Buick GMCs, but just the fact that we have that many in inventory is huge for us.
Yeah.
And, I've been saying this a lot to people all over, that our new normal is this level of inventory. I don't think that we're ever going to go back to the inventory days where it was 300 cars per brand.
Yeah.
It'll never be that, but we do have a lot. We do have a huge selection, and we're getting them in so fast now that when we do sell them, we're not running low.
Yeah, see, that's what happened during the COVID issue.
Correct.
You had, I think I bought mine last year. So it was still COVID, stuff was still going on, but not the lockdowns and all that stuff. But, and I know when I went in, they had 6 of the vehicle I was looking at. 3 were already sold. Mm-hmm. 4 of them were sold. There were 2 left, and they had people buying them before I left, came back the same day, and one of them was sold again.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
It is crazy. And, the year of COVID, obviously everything stopped. No one was working. So the inventory that we did have, which was a lot, we sold it, but then they weren't replenishing our inventory.
Right.
So then that's what happened, with everybody around us. We didn't have any inventory. So then we had to revert to custom ordering their cars, which was great. Everybody got used to that. And now you have people coming in and they'll buy what's on the lot, or they're used to the custom ordering now. So then they will order if they don't have exactly what they want.
Yeah.
So it's nice because we do offer a selection and for people to see what they could possibly be getting, but maybe just not the color or the package that they're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so important to go in and actually sit in a vehicle.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
Try to drive it.
You have to sit in it, get comfortable with it. Every vehicle sits differently. Every vehicle drives differently. The brakes are different. The steering wheel is different. Everything is different. So it is really important for you to come in and see exactly what you're getting. And that's why it's great to have options.
And even now, just how a vehicle shifts is different.
Yeah.
Used to be you had on the console, or you had it on the steering column. Now they've got the buttons.
Yes.
And when I saw that, I was like, okay, I can't do the button.
The buttons are a lot.
I want the stick shift.
So, and it's interesting because my preference, I don't like the buttons in an SUV. So like a Terrain or a Traverse, I don't like the buttons, but I like the buttons in a truck. I'm not a big fan of the shift, the
on the column.
Yeah. But I like the buttons in a truck. I don't like it in an SUV. So, but that's my preference.
Isn't it funny?
It is funny, but then you are going to notice that a lot of the vehicles like 2022 and newer are really all going to have those buttons. So get used to it, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. You can't really change it at this point.
And how is the chip issue working right now? Are you guys having problems with that now? Or
No.
is that kind of
All of the
away,
vehicles that come
going?
all of the vehicles that come in, they don't have any chip shortages.
Great.
So obviously we still have people that ordered vehicles that were waiting on their chips. So those are coming in, and if we'll reach out to you and let you know, or they'll reach out to us. And then actually I just ran into somebody yesterday when I was at Walmart, and they said, yeah, I got a letter in the mail, and it said, hey, your chip is in. So I called Shea. They picked up my vehicle from my house, went and serviced it. I also needed an oil change. They gave me an oil change, and then they delivered it back to my house. I didn't have to do anything. So it's super easy process. You'll get a letter, or you'll get a call from us saying, hey, it's in, and then we just handle it all for you.
I didn't know that you could even drive it without the chip. What was the deal? Did they have like something that they put in place of it just to get them rolling?
So the issue with the chip shortage to begin with was they were making chips, but they could not have chips for every function of the vehicle. So in order to get
functions weren't working.
Correct.
Okay.
So in order to get the vehicles out, they obviously made the chips to make the vehicles able to drive,
right.
But the heated seat wasn't working, or the cooled seats, or the heated steering wheel. So some of the things weren't always working.
Bells and whistles.
Correct. But it was still drivable.
Okay, that makes sense, because I wondered how they were getting around that, because I'm like, okay, they're moving these vehicles to parking lots. Mm-hmm. They've got to be able to drive them, right? Yeah.
Well, actually, those ones, though, that were sitting in the parking lots, they did not have the chips that were drivable. They would actually take a little, I don't even know what it, kind of like a disc, basically, plug it into the slot that needed the chip, and then drive the car.
Right.
So those are the ones that reached the lot, they had the chips that were made it drivable. But the ones that were sitting in those parking lots did not have chips to make it drivable. They didn't have anything. It is amazing to think about, and it's crazy to think about that was only a year ago.
I know.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's so great to hear that you guys have inventory again, and not just in the pre-owned. Mm-hmm. But you wanted to talk about the Mega Lot today, right?
Yes. So Jim, he is having a used car lot sale this month until the 9th. And, kind of like I mentioned before, we're doing a lot of buybacks. We're doing a lot of prize giveaways, too. So it's to everybody. You'll receive a little piece of mail, a letter in the mail. I keep calling the letters mail. I mean, it is mail, but, So you'll receive that in the mail, and then you just bring it in, and we will help you. We'll get discount off your vehicle. I don't want to say how much, because it depends on the vehicle.
Right.
But prices are still high, and the car values are still high.
Right.
So if you are looking for a new vehicle, but you're not wanting to spend that new vehicle price, come into the pre-owned. We have a ton of options that are 2022, 2021. We have a lot of newer pre-owned vehicles that have low miles that we can get you into, and you're not going to be paying that $20-$23 payment. Yeah. So we have a ton of options. We have a ton of ways to help you out. We work with a lot of really great financial and credit bureaus around us, and they really help us out to help our community out and the customer out.
Sure. Now, do you guys have do you offer loans through local banks?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're doing? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have one that you work with, or is there
multiple? We have multiple. We do, and the customer usually has their preference. We have some that we prefer to bank with, but we always try to make the customer happy, so we will work with whatever the customer wants to work with.
Yeah, because a lot of times they have their own bank. They want to do it there, because then they can do direct payments and all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
About it.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's cool. I can't believe 800 vehicles.
I know, and no one actually really realizes that, but we have a ton of vehicles in inventory.
What's the $100,000 one? You said you had one up to $100,000.
So it was, if it's still there, the last time I checked it was, but if it's still there, it's a BMW.
Oh.
But it had it's a black BMW in the inside. It had these peanut butter colored seats.
Ooh.
It was so pretty. In the back seat of the car, you could move the seats.
Oh,
so it's like you can move the headrest, you can move everything, and it's so big in the back. Like you could fit in there at 6'5", you know, 6'5". So it was a big, roomy vehicle. Yeah, and it was a high-end, very classy, very clean car. And it was, I mean, I'm not a big car person. I'm more of an SUV or a truck girl. But I would have enjoyed that. You know, I mean, it's a BMW. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, exactly. And then, so you guys, for those of you who don't know where Shea is, and we announce it all the time because they are involved in so many of our community events. But you guys are on the corner of Corona and Linden Roads, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And either way you go, if you're going south on Linden from Corona Road, or if you go west on Corona Road from Corona and Linden, you're gonna see one of the Shea buildings.
Yeah.
You have 5 buildings, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, five buildings.
You have 5 buildings there. They're right behind the Hat building. You can't miss them. So
right by Walmart. We're close to Home Depot. We're kind of in a really good location. We have everything around us, so we're pretty lucky to be in the location that we're in.
Good traffic area.
Yeah,
that's like one of the busiest corners in the county,
especially around certain events of the year, like trunk or treat.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So if you went to trunk or treat,
you know where it's at.
You saw all those pre-owned vehicles.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
Yeah, because we did twirl them around through the mega lot.
Yeah. Yes.
So we just got done with trunks and treats, and that was fantastic. Now we got the elf hunt going on.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't visited our Facebook page, if you go to @FlintTWP events, you can always see whatever community events we have going on. Like I said, we just got done with trunks or treats. Right now we have the elf hunt going on. We've had Santa sightings. We had the Santa sighting at Financial Plus Credit Union last Friday. And this Wednesday at 6 o'clock at Bishop International Airport, they're going to have the tree lighting, and there will be a Santa sighting there, probably around 6. And then you've got another event that we are having a Santa sighting at, but it's for more than that. It's for more than our elf hunt, and it's for you're having an event to benefit the entire Genesee County area. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yes. So we are hosting a radiothon for Brilliant Marketing Company on December 9th for the Old Newsboys. So that is this upcoming Friday, and it'll be from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you can call in on 103.9 The Fox. If you just listen all day, they'll be providing the number as well. Okay. And what's really great about this is that 100% of the money raised will go directly to Old Newsboys of Flint, which, they help raise money for Christmas packages for the kids in our community. So it's a great cause. I think everybody around here knows about the organization, and they do such an amazing job. And we always try to partner with people in the community that benefit the community, and they're a huge factor of that. So what's really cool about the space, too, on Friday, like you said, Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be there from 4 to 6 p.m. But not only that, we're actually turning the entire space into a winter wonderland.
Awesome.
So when you walk in, it's one of our buildings that we kind of use for storage. I should say that I use for storage. I have a lot of my stuff over there for events and just marketing pieces, but we're actually going to be turning that entire space. You won't even be able to tell that anything is in there besides just a winter wonderland. And Garrich's from Fenton is actually helping us out with that. So a huge shout out to them. It'll be amazing, and they're providing that for free for us. So we want to say thank you to them.
Yeah, it's the same building where we had the elf convention last year.
Correct, right? Yes. Okay. But it's going to be a little bit more dressed up this year.
Different.
So, which will be obviously a huge difference. And then, we are taking donations, of course. You can give any dollar amount that you are able to, or you can actually drop off items that some of the kids in the community may need. So a few of those items include hats, gloves, mittens, scarves, winter items that they may not be able to afford. And then as well as some school supplies, such as backpacks, coloring books, crayons, and then we are even looking for some board games. Okay. Every child loves a board game. I even love a board game. Yeah. So we will be selling that day too. If you stop into the Shea Automotive Group lot into the building, we'll be selling Old Newsboys pins for $20.
Okay.
If you do buy a pin, you will actually receive a free T-shirt from Everick Imprints.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. That's any donation made in person at the event that day, you will receive a free T-shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool. Yeah. So Everick Imprints is one of our partners that we've worked with, and they're sponsoring this event as well. And then the day of the radiothon, it'll be mentioned 100 times on the radio. But the number that you can call is 810-699-5999. But just a reminder, it is not open. It's not a working number
until the day of the radiothon. Yes.
Just to make that clear. It is not working until that day.
Yeah. And so if you're coming in to see Santa that day,
yes,
they're looking for a donation to get your picture with them. Is that what you're doing? How are you doing that?
You can just come in. They'll be there from 4 to 6 p.m. on Friday. And you are more than welcome if you have your family there and they want to take pictures with Santa, you're more than welcome to do so. Just an added feature. Okay. But while you're there, feel free to check out exactly what we have going on. And if you feel the need to make a donation, then please do.
And Old Newsboys is such a great organization. I mean, they've been around 100 years,
yes.
I think, And I remember my mom used to talk about how they, them and all their friends that all got stuff from Old Newsboys back in the 30s, So a lot of kids don't know Christmas without them.
I know.
So it's a very worthwhile organization, and I know it's Tony Tucker, right, that's leading that now since Chris Hamilton passed away, who was such a great advocate for Old Newsboys for many years. But Tony's doing a great job.
Yes.
He, I see him at all kinds of things trying to get money for the Old Newsboys, which is great. I love to see it, and it's so great that you guys are doing this radiothon. Have you guys done this before?
We've done a couple radiothons before, yes. Last year we partnered with the Big Brothers Big Sister organization, and the year before it was the Rosie the Riveter statue that came to Flint.
Right.
So this is our third year doing it. We love doing it. It is a lot of work, but Brilliant Marketing Company is really stepping up, and they're kind of taking this over for us this year.
Nice.
So that's been a huge help to us. And the day after this radiothon is our company Christmas party.
You poor thing.
So I know I've mentioned this to Tracy. Yeah, I mentioned this to Tracy a couple of times. So that's a huge thing to plan. For 650 employees. So, it's a lot, but it's a lot of fun. But that's why, Brilliant is stepping up and really doing a lot of this work. So huge thank you to them.
Yeah, and you guys do a lot of community events with us. You're one of our partners, but you also do a lot of work with different charities.
Yes. And
people don't seem to realize that, or if they do, they don't realize how many different charities you affect with the work you're doing. Because I mean, just this year alone, I know you had Old Newsboys.
Yep. Didn't
you do something with
Whaley's?
Whaley's.
Yes.
Pink Night
Palooza. Yes.
What else have you guys been?
We normally, some of our stuff is not so big of an announcement, but we always partner with, Voices for Children. We do Whaley's every single year, multiple events with them. We do Back to the Bricks, which I don't think people sometimes realize that is a charity.
Yeah.
Back to the Bricks, they don't really make a profit on the events they put on. So they're not looking for a profit. It's just
like the community events you do with us.
Exactly. Yes. So Pink Night Palooza we work with, and then Old Newsboys, and there's one more I could not think of off the top of my head, but we try to do a few different ones per year. We partner with the Eastern Food Bank of Michigan. We'll do Sloan Museum. We'll do a couple of different events throughout the year, organizations throughout the year, and then we try to change it up every year too. We're always looking for a new organization to help and to benefit from, or to benefit for them, but we are always looking. So if you have one that's new in the community, if anyone out there that I have not mentioned one has one, please let us know, because we are always looking for one.
Yeah. And you do sponsorships too, like you help sponsor the Flint Firebirds, don't you?
Oh yeah.
You're involved with them really big.
Yes, we are.
Part of being a community partner, which you are with us without being one, it's kind of odd, but we work together on so many things. I think of you as a community partner right along with HAP and Dort Financial. But you're involved in all of our community events.
Yeah.
You helped with the bunny trail and the trunks and treats, and now the elf hunt, and so many different things. You helped out with the Veterans Memorial that we just unveiled. And, you know, it's always nice to have businesses that get involved in their communities. And people don't realize how much you guys do.
Yeah.
They recognize your name.
Yeah.
They recognize you because they see the commercials, but they don't realize how many places they've seen it.
Yes.
That aren't on TV.
And it's funny, too, because I think a lot of people, they don't really know who you are until you do something big. You know, so like Trunk or Treat, that was a huge event. Mm-hmm. And so people may have known us now from that, or last year, whenever it was, from that, because of that event. But people don't actually pay attention, what I've noticed, until it benefits them.
Right.
And we always are trying to stay ahead of it and in front of the community, because we know that the community is so important and they love to give back. Mm-hmm. So if you give back to the community that you're in, they will give back to you. Right. And they've been so great to us. They've been so welcoming of us. You know, it's our 3.5 years now of being Shea. But you have to remember, that wasn't an easy transition at first. Yeah. It was very hard for Shea to become Shea in the beginning, because we already had this stigma put on us. Yeah. So we really had to prove ourselves. And, you know, people come in every day and they have these expectations of from what it was before. They have these expectations that that's how it's going to be, and we have to reevaluate it and say, okay, is it beneficial for us? Is it beneficial for you? But we always are trying to put them first, and it's a constant thought in our mind. And, you know, we still have not won everybody over. It's still going to take time. So whatever we can do to help the community and help them see that we are here to support them, we will do.
Yeah, and that's a great attitude to have, and it's so refreshing when we have businesses that are like that. And it's not just about the dollar, but it's about being a part of the community and building a trust between yourselves and your customers. And, you know, I laugh about, you know, that you're the face of the Shea, which on the commercials you guys do, you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But people don't realize there's a lot of she's in the She and Shea, right?
Yes, there is.
And which we laugh about because, you know, you have Stacy, who's the primary, right?
She's the dealer principal.
Yeah, dealer principal. I can't even remember how exactly she calls herself, but she's a great person, and she's very involved. But
very involved.
A lot of your people that you have involved in leadership roles in the company are women as well.
Correct. Right? Yeah. So I mean, our CFO.
They don't exclude men, but
no. We have a lot of men there. Trust me.
Yeah.
But no, our CFO is a woman. Diane, our service assistant manager is a woman. Sierra. We have tons of women sales people who are, you know, our top producers, which people don't realize. But we have Kylie Korsinski, who was in the Mega Lot. She is one of the top salespeople over there. If she's not second, she's third, you know, or if she's not second, she's first. So she is huge over there too. We have Connie Glavin, who I think every single person...
Everybody knows Connie.
Everyone knows Connie. Ileana, who is now the director of operations. You know, she used to be the service director, but now she kind of handles all of the operations that go on at Shea. So we have a woman that's running something in every department. Yeah. Or is a strong leader in every department. You know, marketing for me. And so it's a lot of fun being able to go somewhere and trust the person that you're talking to. So it is great, but, you know, we do have a lot of men. You know, our accounts payable, our controller is a man. We have our sales managers are men. So, but they work really well together. You get both dynamics too. Right. And so when the customer comes in and they're not happy speaking with him, they can speak with her, or vice versa. So we like to give everybody a dynamic to make sure everyone is comfortable.
Well, and that's the way it should be, right?
Yeah.
Just a mix of everything. So, you know, but I love the She and Shea commercials and the billboards. I think they're hilarious. But you've got how long have you been doing this now?
I have been there for 3.5 years. I've been doing the commercials a little over 3 years now.
Yeah, so you've been with them from the start.
Yes.
And that had to be a hard transition, especially such a big venue that's there, and to take that all over and try to get your name built up. You built it up fairly quickly, though. I think most people don't call it by the old name anymore. They call it Shea.
Yeah.
And I think you guys have done a great job of marketing it that way. And really, the way you guys have gotten involved with the community and with all the community events and all the charities and all these things is so great. And I think you guys are looking at doing a little expansion right now. I just got some paperwork on that the other day. Talked to the guy about it. And so that's nice.
Yes.
And so you've got all those builds. And then Everett Imprints is helping with the Radiothon.
Correct.
And they're actually located in one of your buildings, right?
Correct. Yep. So they rent one of our buildings out. It's the 5th building. So if people don't know where that's at, it's the building that's closest to Kroger.
Yeah, it's the black building.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they're in that building. They help with us on our clothing that we do as well. So they've been really great to us.
That's cool. That's cool. That's quite a machine he's got in there too.
Oh my gosh, it takes up almost the entire building.
I know.
It's hard to do anything else in there.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have Kiss My Glasses in there as well.
Yep, Kiss My Glass, Dent Divers, Brilliant Marketing. So they all, rent space from us out of that building. So it's nice also to have them close too.
Right.
But Kiss My Glass obviously is huge when it comes to cars and I will see people and I'm like, oh, you have a cracked windshield? Here, Kiss My Glass, So I'm always the first one to recommend it, and I'm always, and they'll come right to you.
Yeah.
Kiss My Glass will come right to you, replace your windshield for you, or fill it, whatever it needs, and then you're done.
Yeah.
We try to make everything as easy as possible for people.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, that's a lot of information.
It's a lot of information. It was a lot of talking.
A lot of talking.
I need some water now.
Today. You
I
guys
know.
are probably all bored of us now, but just wanted to mention one more time that the elf hunt is going on. We've got that going on. Go to at Flint Township events. You can pull up the interactive map to see all the locations. They have 3 at Shea where you can go in and register.
Yay.
We have the Christmas tree lighting at Bishop Airport on the 7th at 6 o'clock. And then on the 9th, don't forget the Old Newsboys Radiothon at Shea.
Yes.
And then you've also got Santa sighting there from 4 to 6.
Correct.
So if you guys want to stop in, if you have anything you want to donate to Old Newsboys, bring it with you.
Yes.
And I think that's all we've got right now.
I think that's it. It's a lot, but that's it.
It's a real lot. It's real. Oh, I know there are some other events that will be going on this year before the holidays. So make sure you go on our Facebook page at Flint Township Events and follow us, because we do have the menorah lighting coming up. I don't know what date that's going to be yet. And I know that Our Lady of Lebanon is going to do a special Christmas Winter Wonderland outside, where they're going to have carolers, hot chocolate, and probably Santa. That's going to be a 2-night thing. So go on and watch our website or our Facebook page for more information on that. So I want to remind our listeners that you can email us with questions at discoverflinttownship@gmail.com. Visit our Facebook page at Flint Township Events. That's Flint TWP Events. Our YouTube channel and our Anchor podcast channel are Discover Flint Township. Our website pages are discoverflinttownship.com or flinttownship.org. And I want to thank our guest, Mackenzie Miller, for coming in and talking to me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
And you have a great holiday.
Thank you.
I
You
think
too.
we're probably going to have one more show with you before the holidays. So
probably.
we'll get to hear from her again this year.
Lucky.
Lucky. We're so lucky to have her. And then, but I want to thank our partners, Shea Automotive Group, Financial Plus Credit Union, Guaranteed Rate, and 103.9 The Fox. And you can discover Flint Township again with us next week, right here at 7:30 a.m. on 103.9 The Fox. I'm Tracy Tucker. I am the Flint Township Economic Enhancement Director, and I would like to remind everyone, the elf hunt is going on. We need you to find these elves. They're on the loose in Flint Township. We need to get them back to Santa Claus. But you can win great prizes if you go into the participating locations and get signed up. Take a picture, post it on Facebook, include the hashtag ElfHuntDFT, And if you're an adult, you can win bigger prizes like a $100 gift certificate to participating locations. And so go in, make sure you get registered, post those on Facebook. Again, don't forget, hashtag ElfHuntDFT. Stay safe, stay healthy, shop local, buy local, and discover Flint Township. We'll see you later.
This has been Discover Flint Township with Tracy Tucker. For more information, visit discoverflinttownship.com. Flint Township is ready for your next move. The preceding program was pre-recorded and was paid for by Discover Flint Township. The views expressed are those of Discover Flint Township and do not necessarily reflect the views of 103.9 The Fox or Krill Communications, Inc.